I got some of this for you.
Goodness. For me?
Yeah, just for you.
Are you, knowing that you guys are down to 3 starters, are you disappointed by the fact that you guys lost a winnable game, or can you kind of live with the fact that you guys hung around the Storm the entire game?
Yeah, no, a bit of both. Obviously, regardless of who was in or out, it was an opportunity for us to be better, and I thought we played really hard. Compared to the last few games, we played really hard for 40 minutes. Was it perfect? No, but we were right there. I think we were persistent. We're disappointed that we didn't win it, but still proud of just the effort they had. And if we don't turn the ball over, maybe things are different. You don't know. But they had to play well. So I'm just proud of the effort that we did.
Breanna, what was just the message to the team after the game that you guys fought hard and just came up short?
Yeah, I mean, just continuing to keep our heads up. I think that this isn't going to be the hardest thing that we face all season, and we have to kind of embrace the adversity a little bit. Whether it's we're down players, things happen in the middle of the game. Like there's controllable things that we can control, like turnovers, and really getting a good gel with the group that we have right now is important for later, because you never know what's going to happen, especially as you're making playoff pushes or things like that. And this is a great opportunity for everyone to kind of gain experience in bigger roles and putting more on their plate.
Coach, would you talk about the duel of Skylar and NECA and how challenging that is to kind of defend when they're on the roll like they were tonight?
Yeah, they were real tough. That high pick and roll and into that short roll, it's money. Trucked it here, we switched it there, we were a bit late in our rotations, and they just made plays. So, credit to them. They have such great chemistry out there, and they're a hard guard, and they executed that to perfection.
Breanna, will you talk about coming back here to Seattle and the Seattle fans and how they kind of energized you and gave you energy through your career?
Yeah,
here.
Seattle has one of the best fan bases in the league, and they're super supportive of me during my career here, but even now, being able to kind of see them and whether they're still wearing my jersey or not, it's inspiring and motivating to know that I've kind of touched a lot of different lives here, and that's why you play, is to obviously be great on the court, but also off the court.
Will you also, as an experienced champion, you see Dominique Malunga coming into the league. Does that incite the opponent? Now, I know there's bring a certain amount of energy to a team, but does that youth excite the opponent in some kind of way? Encourage you to study a little bit longer? I don't know, run an extra lapper, but does it bring energy to the WNBA as a whole? Not just you or the opponent, but the whole?
I think that the way that we continue to have rookies come into this league every year and grow their game, build their game. Malunga, she's raw, and I'm excited to see kind of where her career continues to go and build. And these moments are going to be great experiences for her going forward.
We'll turn it over to Zoom with Miles.
Hi, I've got one for the players. Breanna, start with you. That fourth quarter, early, almost. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Early in that fourth quarter, it seemed like there was a lot of stagnancy. There were just a lot of one-on-one play, not much cutting. How much of that is just due to some of the personnel groupings that you guys are not used to playing?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both. So Seattle is obviously going to trap every single step up. That's been an MO since when I was there, and we wanted to keep ball screens off the sideline. They were blowing everything up with Marine, so almost like we were getting into the too late in the shot clock, and then we had to kind of get downhill. We wanted to get to the basket. I think that, like you said, we got stuck a little bit on playing one-on-one. But I think middle of the fourth, we started cutting and finding those cutters a little bit better.
Thank you. And Marie, you started today hitting your first 7 shots, and that last 3 was right in front of the Seattle bench, and it looked like you had a moment with somebody on that bench. Can you just take us through that? You had a big smile as you were coming back up court.
I just heard they said something. I And it was nice from them, so I was smiling because they were nice and not saying shit.
We'll go to Jackie.
That was quite funny. Sorry about that. Sandy, I want to go back to, you talked about the effort. You said you didn't like the effort against Phoenix, but you liked it a little bit better this evening. I guess could you just give me an example of something that, gave you evidence that the effort was more there tonight?
And we competed. I think if you're just watching the game, we competed more consistently than we did against Phoenix. It was too easy at times against Phoenix. We just allowed them to do what we wanted to. And this is a really good team, but we were down, but I thought our players competed, and that's all we wanted. We said if we can compete, we're going to be right there. We could have executed things better, and we got stagnant there for a little bit. But for the most part, I thought we played really good team basketball. And but the turnovers is something we can learn from. It's just understanding when to push and when to flow better in some of our action. But that's we haven't played a lot of these lineups. So we had to, trying to work out some chemistry on the fly.
Yeah, and Green, for you, going back to the turnovers, I guess for you, why was it so hard, for the team to take care of the ball tonight?
Well, I think their defense was really pushing us to play maybe faster, and we didn't really how to explain. I think maybe we were not in the good spot at the right timing sometimes. But of course their defense was playing hard, so they pushed us down the corner.
Thank you.
We'll go to Andrew.
Thanks a lot as always, Brian. First for you, Marine. Now that you're seeing Gabby again, but then seeing Dominique, just your thoughts and let's talk with them and catching up with them. And for you, Coach, what Rebecca Gardner gave you again on both ends of the court, you talk about that. For you first, Marine, with seeing Gabby and then seeing Dominique.
Well, it's always nice to see French player. Gabby is in this league since a long time, but I'm happy that Dom got the opportunity to play a little bit tonight, and we forget that she's really young, but she's going to be a great future in this league.
Yeah, and Beck Gardner, it was great. We just thought she could bring some really good energy for us. Her ability to get out and run in transition, she could shoot three. I thought she cut very well for us, and that's why she got the nod to start. Even if Sabrina was starting to, we wanted to get her out there and get her some energy. I thought she had some really good minutes for us, and something that we can build on. As we move forward, we've been trying to build her up, and she went out there and earned more minutes.
We'll go to Russell.
Hi, everybody. Sandy, you talked a minute ago about the turnovers, but when you guys were able to actually execute your offense in the half court, just wondering what you made of how everything looked at these different lineups down, three starters in terms of shot selection, ball movement, etc. And then just played almost 2 whole games now without both JJ and Leo. Is there anything that's come up in that time that you have to address that maybe you weren't aware of before?
Yeah, look, I think, of course there's things we could have done better, but I thought we simplified some of the stuff that we wanted to, and when we did that, I thought it worked really well. And when we didn't play with that 0.5 mentality and spacing and movement, then we didn't look as good. So, I think the players feel it out there when it's, how we play in the right way and we're moving it and put the right people in action. It's great, but everyone needs to be aggressive to make our offense work. So I thought, Stewie had 7 assists. We finally got back over 20 assists. That's what we do. We're playing selfless basketball. We want to move the ball, good to great, all those kind of things. But yeah, defensively, there's areas we can get better at, and obviously we miss Leo and JJ for that. But sometimes defense is all about hard work, and for the most part we competed. Was it always perfect? No. But getting obviously a player like Leo coming back and her size being 6'4", that will certainly help us. and ability to, maybe guard Skylar a little bit differently. Gives us different versatility that we probably don't have at the moment with a smaller lineup.
We'll finish with Jeff.
Thank you. Hello all. Sorry, just doing it away tonight. My question will be for Coach. A two-part question. Was Jalen Sherrod's re-entry more about necessity, or was she truly in the medical clear? And how did chemistry among unfamiliar combinations grow throughout the game?
Yeah, Jalen obviously went down. Wasn't quite sure, but they said she's medically cleared to return, so that's why she returned. She gave us some great minutes. She just brings so much energy, so it was good to have her out there. What was the second question? I can't remember.
Oh, how did chemistry among unfamiliar combinations grow throughout the game?
Yeah, I suppose it's just, chemistry that we build in training camp. And even though, Marine has an important role for us, but it was great for her to get out there and play like Marine and put her in a lot of the actions. And that's something we want to grow out of because she demands so much attention there. So that was great to see. But just, Rebecca Gardner, it's from training camp. I mean, they do get opportunities to play for each other. And I think not much in the game, but these games will help us. Yes, we know we're down 3 starters. We're the underdogs at the moment. But we competed and we nearly had a chance to win a game.
Appreciate your time and insight.
Thanks, everyone.